Welcome back. It's time to venture out into the galaxy and fight the Reapers. And actually, first up, I would like to check out the Cerberus lab. Start with a side quest before we head to Palaven, and potentially Eden Prime as well, which are our two priority missions at the moment. The Alliance has discovered a new Cerberus laboratory located on Sanctum. Investigate the lab and deal with any potential threat. So we don't really know what it's all about, what they're doing there, but I suppose we will find out. Conquered systems. Clusters already conquered by Reapers can be accessed using the Normandy stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable intel. Galaxy map, much the same, works much the same way as before. But one difference you will notice is the presence of the Reapers. That's what the conquered systems meant. Indicates locations that are already captured by the Reapers. And although we can go there, we may have to deal with Reapers once we're there. Scanning minigame sort of still exists in this game. You don't have to scan planets anymore, but you can scan systems looking for war assets and other things. Sometimes you find intel that Glyph can use to give you an upgrade. Sometimes you'll just find credits. Or sometimes you'll find things that people on the Citadel are looking for, like that Prothean obelisk that the Volus in the embassy was talking about. That was in the Shrike Abyssal. I think we already have the Shrike Abyssal? No, apparently not. Currently we're at the Citadel. And I want to go here, Sigurds Cradle, where the Cerberus lab is, which is one of the locations that are that is occupied by Reapers. Search and rescue. The Normandy is equipped with a new and improved scanning pulse that can detect objects of interest. Use this to uncover war assets, artifacts, intel and fuel as you fly around the system. Be aware, however, that each time the pulse is used, the chance that Reapers will enter the system to investigate is increased. If a Reaper enters the system you are in, flee and wait until you have completed the mission before returning. This is not actually necessary. You can still investigate a system even after the Reapers have arrived. You just need to be careful. And knowing that you don't need to wait until you completed the mission makes certain things a lot easier. Makes this whole scanning thing a heck of a lot quicker. So this works basically the same way as it did in Mass Effect 2. We have our little Normandy that we can fly around. And you can still enter orbit of planets and read their descriptions and things like that. But there's no option to scan anymore. Scanning now happens on the galaxy map, or on the solar system map, I suppose.
I found something.
Like this. And if something is found, you will be told about it. But scanning increases Reaper alertness. So we found something on this planet. I honestly did not know that it was on this planet, although since this planet was depicted with a moon, it's kind of obvious that there's something special about it. Tends to be the way this stuff works. So let's see what's here. Watson. Watson is known in human media for two things: its spectacular tides brought on by a large moon, and the bureaucratic snafu over which Earth nations got to settle it first. Watson is a garden world first discovered in 2165 CE, with credit claimed by the Chinese People's Federation, the United North American States, and the European Union. The Systems Alliance brokered the infamous Reykjavik Compromise, allowing limited colonization from each coalition in cities comprised of populations from each nation. Yeah, the planet is pretty big. I don't see why there would be a problem with all three of them settling it. Watson itself trends colder than Earth, with a temperate zone measuring about 30 degrees latitude in either direction from the equator. Its life does not easily map to Earth's evolutionary eras. Some islands have species that resemble terrestrial placental mammals, others are overrun by arthropods. It is estimated that at least 2 more generations of xenozoologists will be needed to properly classify all the species of the planet. Well, let's hope the Reapers don't kill everyone before they get a chance to do that. So now we have the opportunity to scan. But there's no point scanning for minerals, and although you can launch probes anywhere, that serves no purpose. You also do not have a limit on the number of probes anymore. We simply need to follow the indicator towards the thing that has been found. And this is much like scanning for anomalies in Mass Effect 2. Let's see what we found here. Javelin missile launchers. These are now added as a war asset. And that's all that scanning amounts to in this game. I may still have to fast forward parts of it, because sometimes scanning really does take quite long. Especially if you can't find something and then the Reapers start interfering. At the moment we have 50% assets of the system, and since this was a planetary asset in almost all cases, which you will figure out by yourself fairly quickly if you play the game, if there are 2 assets, one of them is going to be a destroyed fuel depot. And it tends to be near the mass relay, but that's not a universal constant. Ah, there it is. But currently I know I have full fuel, and therefore if I investigate this now, I waste the fuel I would have gotten from it. You can still buy fuel in several places in the galaxy, but in most Reaper-occupied systems the fuel depots have been destroyed, so you can only get fuel this way. And having to go to other areas of the galaxy just to buy fuel is kind of annoying. However, if you play it careful, you don't really need to do that very often. And one of the things that you need to pay attention to there is don't use fuel depots or potential fuel depots. I think there's 1 or 2 places where an in-space discovery is not a fuel depot. But usually they are, so if you find something like this, make sure you're not at full fuel when you investigate it. And the Reapers are being quite lax. I think the first time around they give you quite a lot of leeway for scanning. Later on it will become harder and harder. I just want to show you what happens, so I'm going to keep scanning, even though I know there's nothing else in this system. There we go. This indicates where they're going to come from. And if they catch you, you get a game over, but it's kind of not a problem because you'll just automatically reload in the same system. Leaving the system or using the mass relay is enough to evade them. If you re-enter a system, they will almost immediately arrive again, but you can still sort of run through the system scanning if you're looking for something.
Reapers eluded.
It takes longer, but it's easier than trying to do a mission and then coming back and hoping that the 1 or 2 scans you get before the Reapers return unveils what you were looking for. Okay, so I've got 1000 fuel. The fuel capacity upgrade we had from the previous game is apparently gone. And this is where the Cerberus lab is. Now, usually if there's something in a system to visit, then...
Signal confirmed.
Then, okay, well, not always, apparently. This was a bad example. Usually if there is a planet to visit in the system, you won't find anything else by scanning. Sometimes you do. In this case, it's probably a fuel station. And there's also something on this planet. Note, however, that, and this is always true, if there is a planet you can visit in a system, you can scan as often as you want and the Reapers will never show up. I guess they wanted to make sure you didn't block off all the possibilities for getting to missions. by doing your scanning. Okay, let's see what's here. Lena, cloaked, is a methane-clouded hothouse planet. Its lack of a metal-rich core and significant magnetosphere allows for an easy scan, which reveals mining equipment on its surface. It can be deduced that this mining occurred within the last 5 years. Any longer and the machines would have been worn down to nothing by the excessive heat and dust storms of hot iron oxide. Okay. Let's see what the anomaly is. Or the object or whatever. And it's just credits. Well, that's always welcome, I suppose. And now I did use fuel getting here, so there's no problem with me investigating this. We found wreckage of a fuel depot destroyed by enemy forces. Fuel can be salvaged from the debris. Recovered 350 units of fuel, which brought us back to maximum capacity. Okay, let's go to Sanctum, check out this Cerberus lab. Sanctum is proof of the old spacer adage. Just because it's a garden world doesn't mean it's a picnic. Freezing ice storms cover the poles and temperate zones, leaving a narrow strip of habitable land at the equator. Dry but windy, this area is home to Sanctum's minimal terrestrial plant life. The planet has yet to develop land-based animals, though invertebrates grow quite large in its pelagic seas. Mining, referred to as ice cracking at anywhere but the equator, is a common employment on Sanctum. The planet is rich in platinum and palladium deposits, as well as boron, which is locally used in semiconductor doping. Travel advisory. Carbon dioxide levels on Sanctum can reach 5,000 parts per million during thermal inversions. Travelers should carry your breath masks at all time and consult the Sanctum World Weather Service for warnings. Travel advisory. Piracy is at a 14-year global high on Sanctum. Visitors should take appropriate security precautions. Let's see what Cerberus is doing at such a cold place. Well, we certainly have a lot of squad to select. It's Liara and James. We have no one else. No, that didn't really tell us anything we didn't already know, except for the armor bonus, power damage plus 25%. And his armor bonus is shields plus 25%. Why is his Alliance officer ability grayed out? We do actually have other appearances for them as well, one of which is related to the From Ashes DLC. I think it's this one, which is, you know, kind of weird looking. Does it actually have different... yeah, the appearances apparently have different bonuses. Weapon damage. And as usual, one has shields. Let's use this one then. Gives him the weapon damage bonus. Liara, this one gives her power damage. Oh, wait, I wanted to cycle appearance first. This is sort of more armor-like. Power recharge speed, plus 25%. And this one also is power recharge speed, plus 25%. I guess that could be useful, and this kind of looks more like appropriate armor for a fight than her regular casual outfit. We'll go for it for the moment anyway. I might change it later. Pretty sure this is her DLC outfit. But since I never played this game without the From Ashes DLC, I'm not 100% sure. For some reason I have an Avenger equipped, which is stupid. I don't have any weapons to pick otherwise. The Argus, do we have any mods for assault rifles? No. For shotguns we do. We have a Shredder mod, allows bullets to pierce 0.25 meter thick objects, but 60% reduced damage. Ignores 25% of defenses on armored targets. Capacitor boosts kinetic coil generators, increasing shot penetration. This basically allows you to shoot through thin cover or the shields of a Guardian. And almost all weapons have something that has this function. They're usually called armor-piercing mods, appropriately enough, but for shotguns they're called Shredder mods. The higher the number of the mods, the more effective it will be, and we'll get better mods as we continue throughout the game. At the moment we only have level 1. And what's the second one we have? High Caliber Barrel. Increases damage by 15%, allows wider projectiles, causing more trauma on impact. Ballistically optimized to retain penetrative power. That basically just increases weapon damage. Pretty straightforward. And Liara is using pistol and submachine gun like me, and she cannot actually use any of the other weapons, so... Okay, I don't have any points... James has 6 points to spend. Let's see. I think Carnage. And what does this do? Health and shields, weapon damage. James is reasonable health and shields to begin with. Not like Liara, who has very little health. I have the most, of course. I think I'm gonna go with weapon damage for him. Oh wait, I need more. For some reason I thought I could do that, but I was wrong. Well, Carnage is okay.
Commander, I've got a hail from Admiral Hackett.
Put him through, Lieutenant.
Shepard, we've uncovered a secret Cerberus lab, function unknown. We sent in a recon team, but they were forced to pull out before they got very far.
Any other intel?
We think they're using the facility to warehouse and study Reaper tech. We've been wondering how Cerberus is connected to the Reapers, and this might give us some answers.
We're on it.
Find out what Cerberus is doing and get me any Reaper tech samples you can, Commander. Hack it out.
This mission actually takes place on the multiplayer map Firebase Glacier. Which means that I am...
Commander, I'm tracking some tech with a Reaper signature. That's your first sample to grab. Updating your nav point.
On my way.
Okay, I was saying that, which means I'm fairly familiar with the layout of this place because of playing multiplayer. Of course, I don't exactly know where all of the other things you can find here, like, 'cause there's some credits you can find, and I think some logs and some other stuff, which is obviously not there in the multiplayer, so I'm not entirely sure where that is. Looks like there's some Cerberus people waiting for us there. They haven't spotted us yet. And we need to collect these Reaper samples and bring them back to the shuttle. Sounds simple enough, but in actual fact, this mission is quite a big jump in... let's make sure everybody's using ammo, proper ammo types. In actual fact, it's quite a big jump in difficulty from the introduction missions on Earth and Mars. Grenades. Kind of pointless at this point. And I want to explore the entire thing to make sure I get everything, but let's do that after we deal with Cerberus guys. I know they're there. There's one behind there as well, I think. Well, maybe a singularity would shake things up. And carnage and incinerate. And I think more of them will show up fairly quickly. Damn grenades. It's kind of difficult to predict exactly how much damage they're gonna do unless you're completely out of range. So sometimes I'll take damage from a grenade because I thought I'd be okay, but then it turns out I wasn't. Okay, that was kind of pointless. And that's why I don't like melee. Because I suck at it. More grenades. See that since I changed my overload to stun organics, they've dropped down. Okay, looks like we've cleared out the first wave of enemies. They weren't so bad. Which gives me some time to explore and get ammo. These ammo crates, the ones that glow, will regenerate ammo over time, so you can come back later to get more ammo. These are grenades, which you can see in the ammo box. These kinds of regenerating ammo boxes tend to be found on the multiplayer maps most of the time. They appear on the other locations sometimes, but mostly it's multiplayer. Of course I could do the Reaper thing, but let's look around for other stuff first while we're clear of enemies for the moment. A Reaper thing here. And a failed metagel experiment.
Will only lead to metagel advances for Hannah. Only Cerberus would call that a failure.
I suppose. And that gave us the new journal entry. Citadel Alien Metagel Formula. The new metagel formula has been recovered from Sanctum. Find someone on the Citadel who can use it. This is much like the Prothean obelisk, except this time we found the object before someone asked us to go and find it. So now we have to find someone on the Citadel who can use it. See if there's anything else to find. More Reaper stuff and a journal entry. I don't think we can actually get there. That's a type of Cerberus enemy we haven't seen before yet, actually. The engineer. Well, we'll see what they do soon enough. Personal log, C. Talavi. Finally here. Wow. The troops here are really intense. No one smiles. Ever. And suicide on capture orders? Seriously? They call training integration. I start being integrated tomorrow. Can't wait. New arrival here. Seems that whatever they were doing here is kind of serious. Another ammo box here. And another Reaper thing. There's quite a few of them. So I guess we have to collect all of them. And this is the first one we're looking for, but again, I am looking around first. There might be more stuff to find. Money, or upgrades, or something of that sort. Another journal entry. Again from C. Talavi. Integration successful. Suicide on capture orders confirmed. Cerberus is my friend. Obey. Protect humanity. At any cost. Sounds more like brainwashing than integration to me. What do we have here? medical station. Maybe I should leave those in case I actually need them later. And now we're back at the shuttle. I'm pretty sure there's something else to find here. But I've forgotten where it was. All credits, that's one thing. Thought it was around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Sniper rifle enhanced scope. I knew it was here somewhere. See, it's quite easy to miss them sometimes. Okay. Let's actually do what we came here to do.
Well, that's weird looking. Guess we found it.
There's no more mini games to unlock or bypass or hack things. You just have to wait for a while. Which I guess prevents you from doing it in the middle of a fight.
Got the sample.
Roger that. Meet you at the landing pad.
Well, you're still there, so... Okay. Let's head back downstairs. Keep an eye on any possible approaching Cerberus people. They are still behind there, aren't they? That's where I saw them. I'm sure they'll come inside. And
Second sample located.
there they go.
Nav point updated.
Good work.
You hear that sound in the background? That's what an engineer does. Set up turrets. Damn it. Not good. I want to take cover. Why is the game not letting me do it? And turrets take you out very quickly. Do not get into the line of fire of a turret. Damn grenades! I hate those things. I told you this was a step up in difficulty. It's kind of in a bad position there.
Second sample located, Commander. Nav point updated.
Good work.
Let's go up the other side. Let's kill the engineer before he sets up more turrets. Again, we'll get an official kind of...
Understood.
I think James is kind of sticking around enemies down there, which is not good. Let's go down this way. Can the two of you please stick with me? This is where the turret was set up. Not this time, it seems.
It appears to be Reaper tech, but the signature is new to me.
Now you see how this stuff jumps from person to person. And I hear another turret being
Second
set up.
secure. Heading back to you now.
Negative, Commander. Head up. Head high. Head to bug out. Got 3 birds on my 6. Taking fire. Scratch that.
There's a turret.
Rendezvous when I can. Out.
Maybe I can...
We just need to hold out until Cortez can pick us up.
There's the engineer who set it up.
Having your back to the wall.
While the
Never
engineer
said
is
it would be
near the
easy.
turret, they're actually capable of repairing them. This is gonna be fun. Okay. We have to hold out until Cortez can come back. Good, the turret is dead. Oops. Wrong key! That's what I intended to do. Also that one. Come on, Mr. Centurion, show yourself! Oh, that's a Guardian. Who cares, as long as I'm killing enemies. Let's hope there's no more turrets there.
Stay focused. This isn't over yet.
I could do this all day.
Well, you may have to, so... Damn it, I keep hitting 3 when I mean 4. See, now I was okay. Someone around that corner. See if we can flush him out.
Cortez, do you copy? What's your status?
Engaging multiple targets. Time to start getting risky.
Lieutenant,
Last stand, Commander.
just stay focused and keep at it.
They're coming from that side. Let's just make sure we don't get outflanked. And he managed to die. It is actually possible to run over to them and revive them without using metagel.
I'm on it.
I guess things might be easier on James if he actually came here. Where the hell is...
Got it.
Oh, there he is. Looks like we're
Cortez, you copy?
almost out of the woods.
I hope he's still alive.
He'll make it. Let's just keep the landing pad clear.
Oh, great. What were you doing there, Liara? Is my question.
I'm on it.
Commander, had to go dark side to shake him. Coming in hot. Be ready.
We're ready for extraction as soon as you can get here.
That was stasis. I hate grenades. And he's setting up a turret.
We're at the extraction point. Ready for pickup.
Almost there.
Already for pickup is maybe a bit of an overstatement. No, you don't. Setting up a turret in the corner there. They just keep coming! Good advice. Okay, I said that was a step up in difficulty.
Commander, we've got our best engineers looking at the Reaper tech you secured from that lab.
What was Cerberus doing with it?
We don't know yet, but whatever Cerberus is up to, it can't be good. Even if we can't determine its purpose, we've disrupted their experiments.
I doubt they'll just close up shop.
Agreed. We'll keep sending strikes against the facility. Good work, Commander.